Hello, it's Caroline Blinska. Sorry, I don't know if I'm going to get a really great picture here. I'm staying in a hotel. I flew into Perth last night, and I've been here for only a few hours. I think you can probably tell I'm extremely tired, and I want to go to sleep, but I'm not going to. I'm going to actually try to get through the next at least hour. It's 11 o'clock here in the evening. I want to get through at least the next hour before I go to bed. So I'm just going to, just give me a second. I'm going to share this back into the actual group. So let me just get it. Got a really nice room here, actually. It's really pretty and cute. It's in the centre of Perth, a little boutique hotel. I like when my clients fly me around the world and pay for me to stay in nice hotels. It's very nice. It's a very nice part of my job. I've got a new potential client here in Australia, in Broome actually, and they've actually flown me out here. My hair's a mess. I look like a mess. They've flown me out here to get some help with their marketing. And I'll be here for a few days. I'll meet with them, have a chat to them about what they're doing at the moment and what they can be doing better and how I can actually come on board. So part of my payment, they wanted to meet me in person. Part of that payment is that they put me up in Perth as well, and then I'll be off to Broome tomorrow, the next day, for a couple of days. So that's exciting. I like it when people want to work with me and they want to make sure that it's really nice to meet the people that I'm working with as well, rather than just being in the situation of meeting them, online. It's nice to meet people in person as well, but most of the time it doesn't happen. I'm just trying to share this across. Where is it? Got my crazy eyes. Here we go. Share. So the Q&A, let me just write this out. Q&A Wednesday. Now, I know that you might not be listening to this live. I don't know how many people are going to come on live today because of the time difference. Usually I am doing these at about, Spain time, 8 p.m, and then that works out to around midday in the US. So that's my normal times, but because of the time difference here, I had to work out a time that I could do it, and I've only been here for a few hours, and it's nearly the end of the day on Wednesday here, so I thought I'd just get it in. I've left it as late as possible, so it's about 8 a.m. in LA at the moment. Let me just check. 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. in LA and 11 a.m. in New York. So, but I did get some questions that came through. I told people, so I'm going to be doing these every Wednesday. It's all about any questions you have about e-commerce. If you want me to answer any questions about your particular business, shoot me through an email, even with the link to your website, and I'm happy to answer them live here on the Wednesdays. During the week, I also do other Facebook Lives that are on particular topics, just depending on whatever's come up for that week, that day actually. So it's really just spur of the moment. I'm not one of those people that, I don't plan out a lot of my content because everything's based on what's actually happening right there and then. So I'm not one of those people that needs to sit down and do some research before I start talking about a topic. These are all things that happen to my clients and myself day to day, so I'm able to talk about them and give you some advice. Okay, so for today, I'm answering questions. I had a question from Paul Garth. So if you don't have a question ready for this week, either private message them to me via Facebook or send me an email, caroline@carolineblinska.com, and I'll put them in for the Wednesday Q&As. So the first question today comes from Paul Garth, and he had asked me, how do I get more Twitter followers? Now, I guess we'll just ignore the fact that we don't know if Twitter is actually the best place for him to be. Let's just say it is. Let's just say that, we've done that research. So that's something I do with all my clients. that's part of my e-commerce Backstage Pass program that I have coming up. It starts next week. The actual course starts next week. It's not a pre-recorded course. It's all live. Everyone that comes into the program does get a first initial consultation with me, like a meeting. We sit down and we spend about an hour going over all your needs, your goals, what you can do, what you can't do, what the problems are in your business and things like that. And that is where I'd get someone like Paul who wrote into me, and I would find out if Twitter is even the place for him to be, if that's the right place. So we do all of that research, and then we start to make sure that we're only doing the work that we're meant to be doing. So in saying that, let's just assume that Twitter is the place for Paul's business, Paul Garth's business. Then what I would recommend is the first thing that you need to do to find followers is get out there and start communicating. So I like to write out a plan, a social media plan, where I put down, okay, over the next, I do it sort of a few weeks in advance. It takes a little bit of time the first time, but once it's done, it's done. So you'd write something out for the, say, the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, and you'd say, every day, this is what I want to post. And you might want to be posting 3 times a day, finding out what times are the best times of the day that you should be posting, depending on what your audience is doing there, what times they're on Twitter. You can do some research. You can use something like keyhole.co, I think it's .io, sorry, keyhole.io. And that's great for Twitter, and you can start to see what time people are posting. And then you want to keep an eye on your posts and start to hone down on the time. So get a general time first and say, okay, well, this is the approximate times that people are posting, but now I know that with my particular people, these are the better times. I'm going to put this down because I'm sort of sick of holding it. Okay. So that's the first thing I would do. I'd first find out if if you're meant to be on Twitter, and then I would start looking at something like keyhole.io and start finding out the best times to post. Once you know the best times to post, the next thing you want to do is you want to be engaging back and forth. So don't just put a post up and sit back and say, well, why isn't anyone responding? You want to go out and find the people. So let's say, for instance, you sold pet supplies. Let's just say pet supplies is what you're selling. Then you'd go out and you'd find other groups where those people are already in, other people that they're following, and you'd go into there and you'd start commenting on their comments. You'd see who's leaving a lot of comments, and you'd go and start following those people and getting them to, interact with you. So then that way they're going to be, looking, oh, who's this person interacting with me? Let me go see, oh, look, they're selling pet products. Well, I'm going to start sharing their stuff, liking their stuff and commenting. So it's all about going both ways. So that's the first thing I do. Find out what times is the best time to post. Write out a list of all the things you want to post. So if it's pet products, let's say, or children's clothes, whatever, write out every day the 3 or 4 posts that you want to send out. Have it in a document, and then say, okay, well, each day I'm going to post these at these times, and then start going and finding other, like your competitors, or it doesn't even have to be a direct competitor. It can be just someone with your audience that has your exact audience, and go to them and have a look. Let's say, for instance, pet supplies, then maybe, not a direct competitor that's a pet supplier, but you might want to go after a kennel, like a holiday kennel, something like that, because those are going to be, or, the local dog park in your area, things like that you can actually say, okay, well, I know that that's where my particular audience are hanging out, and then start commenting and liking the people that are making the most comments in the first place. I say this about Instagram as well. Start putting up, start liking and commenting on their stuff or resharing their stuff, and then they'll start to notice you, and you can say, hey, I really like you, when you share these things, it's really fantastic. Those people are going to start to notice you as well. Okay, we've got Caitlin Demvor, I hope that's how you pronounce it. I'm hopeless at pronouncing names. Kathleen writes, I'm trying to sell organic beauty products online. Is your course for me? Okay, so my course opens next week. The actual course starts next week. As I said before, it's not a pre-recorded. I'm not just going to send you some download links and you go away and learn what to do. This is all where we work together. It's a workshop style program. You also get the mastermind for 6 months at the end of it. So we work together and we'll actually say, hey, okay, this is what you need. So Caitlin's asking if organic beauty products, perfect. I had a big client recently that I worked with that was selling organic beauty products. There's a few things that you need to know. One thing that I will say, and I don't know, she hasn't actually told me, so I'm not sure, Caitlin, if it's that are they your own products, or are you selling other people's products and different brands? So there's two different things. At the end of the day, what you need to realize is that you need to put out there, who the hell are you? Like, what makes you so special? So one thing that I did with this particular client was I got her to create a set of videos and she's still in the process of putting those together, a set of videos that those videos are how to use the makeup. Now, this client was not a makeup artist. She was not any sort of beautician or anything like that. So when I told her to do this, she said, but I can't do that. So what I did, I wrote up all the scripts. So I created all the daily run sheet for her. I used to do a lot of work in this area, so I know this very, very well. And what we did is I got her to go out and find a makeup artist who wanted to be the makeup artist in the video. And she's like her, makeup artist for her company. And so she got this makeup artist, paid her pretty much, I think, either nothing or next to nothing. And then I told her where to get some models from, which we went to Models Now, I'll have to look at the actual link, and got some free models that wanted to be in the video as well. And then her husband happens to be a videographer, so got him to film everything. I sat her down and said, okay, this is everything that you have to think about. This is what you need to do. This is the way the videos need to be created. And she had all the videos done. So she doesn't even have to worry about not being a makeup artist. She actually got someone to do it for her. So there's great things you can do. So Caitlin, that's definitely an idea that I would go with for your particular business as well. I think that it's a great way. YouTube's big. Everyone's on YouTube all the time. How do I apply eyeshadow? And because being an ex-makeup artist myself, I was able to say to this other client, we'll do videos like this, so you can do a basic look, a more advanced look, and then those videos all get put up, fed onto YouTube, they go onto a blog channel, and then that's your content. Instead of writing a blog post, you put up a video. So that's a really good marketing strategy. So yes, definitely, Caitlin, coming to the program, that would be a strategy that we would actually go through for you, that would work for you. So as I said, in the e-commerce Backstage Pass program, every single person gets a particular marketing plan that's solutions just for them. It's not going to be that I've only got 10 people in the group. It's not going to be all 10 people getting the same thing. Everyone's going to walk away with different ideas, different things that they have to implement. So it's very, very personalized. You can't get this sort of help at this price. You could spend, it's all about fast tracking. You could go out there and you can watch all the videos. You can watch more of my video training. And my video training is extremely good. But my video training is great for little bite-sized bits of information when you've already got things happening. Or you need to understand that these videos that I put out are going to mean that it's going to be a year until you put all the information together, because every day I put out a little bit of information, and it's not specific for your business. So you'll need to tweak things by watching my videos. You'll need to go away and tweak things. You read blog posts and you think, okay, but then how does that actually relate to my business? Things like that. So that's where my course comes in, and you sit down through my course and I say, right, you, like Caitlin, when it comes to emails, I want you to write your emails like this. And then I turn to the next person and say, hey, you need to do it this way though, because that's not going to work for you. So it's all about fast tracking. This course, you will never ever get at this price again. I'm going up I've just released it. It's $847 in 3 payments. So over 3 months, you pay $847. 100% guaranteed. If for some reason you're not happy with it, come and talk to me, and I will refund everything and $100 to you, because I know that you're going to get benefit. I would not let you come into this course if I didn't think it was going to help you. I make you fill out an application form first, so I do check out whether your business is right for this. It's not the sort of thing where you're going to walk away with so much advice you're not going to believe what you're going to get and how fast you're going to progress to that next level. We're at the end of August already, start of September, and you want to be ready for Christmas. You want to be making lots of sales, and I guarantee this program, 6 weeks, is just going to go bang, and you're going to be making the money back that you put into the program. I charge people thousands and thousands of dollars for this advice when they work with me one-on-one. So it's much cheaper than you're ever going to get anywhere else. And the course is going to go up in price after this one. So you do want to get on now. I highly recommend it. Another question that I've got here is from Gina. I'm selling equipment for older people. Do you think I can get help from your course? Gina, yes, definitely. My course is for any sort of business. It's not about the actual industry. I guess it's really on your technique for selling. So if you're selling for older people, I think that we need to sit down, and this is the thing in my program. What I do is that on the very first, before we actually go into the group training, I will sit down with every person individually for 1 hour, and we will talk about all of these questions that I'll have for you. Like for instance with you, Gina, I'm guessing you've got two different audiences. You've probably got an audience of people who are the actual older people, and then you've probably got their children who are also buying some of these items as well. So you've probably got two different audiences you have to sell to, and that's fine. We just need to make that work for you. After about 3 or 4 weeks into the program, I'll sit down with every single person that's in the program again and say, hey, okay, well, where are we at? What else do we need to do? Do we need to work on something else? Is there some other assistance I can give you? So it's very much I'm holding your hands through every single step of the program. It's definitely 100%, hands-on from my side, and I'm going to help every person separately. So Kim Heller asks me, I want to sell my hairdressing products from my website. Can you help me make this happen? Okay, this is the question that is an interesting one. I've worked with clients before who sell hairdressing supplies online. I don't know if it's going to be the best thing for you, and I'd like to sit down and talk to you further. And this is what I mean. I'm not just going to say to everyone, you must come into my program and I'll help you. Kim, the reason why I don't know if it's going to work for you is because if you're selling the normal brands like Schwarzkopf and L'Oreal and brands like that, and you only have a couple, you're putting in a lot of work for the fact that you only have a couple of brands and you can't really discount. So in most countries around the world, there's, these big supplies shops now where you can get really good discounts on hairdressing equipment, hairdressing products. I would want you to sit down and work out what your prices are, because you might go and set up your store and then people will just go and buy on Amazon anyway. And then for you to get to the top of the search results, you're going to have to do a lot of SEO, and SEO is not cheap. Anyone telling you that you can do SEO for like $200 a month is full of it. You do need to spend a lot of money on your SEO. So I personally, unless you're selling something that's a unique product that no one else is selling, maybe it's an organic range, something like that, then yeah, sure. If you're really selling it just to your local clients, like your normal clients, and you want them to find somewhere to buy it, then maybe just setting up, you could do, which would be fantastic, a subscription model for your clients. So they sign up and they might pay X amount per month, and then they're sent out every month. You can set this up with Shopify really easily. You can do a subscription model. You can do it with WooCommerce. And you do a subscription model where they pay, say, $40 a month, and they'll get, their package of shampoo, conditioner, and whatever other products they want to buy. And then that's delivered to them monthly, and then the money's just automatically taken from their account. That could be a really good model for you. I'd like to speak to you about it more, so let's get in touch via email and talk about it. Some of these subscription models make a lot of money because they don't make money on the first month or two, but they make money on the long term of it. So I love these models. And if you've got a salon and you have, 400 or 500 clients, and you can get a couple of hundred of them buying that way, and then they start telling their friends, hey, I don't even have to think about picking up my shampoo and conditioner. It's always delivered to my door, and I get a really good discount, because that's when you start discounting people because they are buying on a monthly recurring time. So that might be a business model for you. Let's talk about it. If anyone else wants to know about subscription models for their business, happy to talk about it. I love that model. I think it's a really great way to know, you're guaranteeing an income coming in every month. So those are the questions I had for today from different people. If you want to know more about the course, go to ecommercebackstagepass.com. and have a look at the course information there. The price has gone up today. It will be going up again next week. You don't want to miss out on this price that it is at the moment. From next week, the price is going up again. So really, I highly recommend that you jump on board now. If you're still questioning anything, send me a private message and I'm happy to answer anything for you. Like I said, I have a 100% money back guarantee. So if you come into the program and you don't think it's helped you, then I'm going to give you back your money. I'm going to eat my own words because I can't imagine it not working for you. It's going to make a big difference. I'm going to show you how to do all different things such as social media, how to set up your emails properly, how to make sure your website's looking good. This is a massive thing. I wrote a massive blog post about this the other day on medium.com. I wrote a blog post about the fact that people are not realizing the psychology of buyers and how people buy and why they buy and how they buy. And people are putting up these websites and then saying, well, I'm not making any sales. And then there's other people telling them, oh, it's just you don't have enough Facebook ad traffic. Go and get more traffic. And that's not, I'm constantly telling people, stop trying to get more Facebook ad traffic when you're not doing, your website's not set up properly in the first place. So this is where my program, I'm really passionate about this. Stop doing Facebook ads until your money runs out, unless you've got everything else in place first. So you've got to have the website set up properly. You've got to have all of that side of it. You've got to have your retargeting set up properly. Then worry about your Facebook ads, because too many people are putting in, they come into this and they think, okay, I've got $600 for Facebook ads. Let me throw all my money in there. You waste all your money, and then suddenly you don't have any $600 left. You don't have any money for Facebook ads, and you don't have money to fix anything. And then you sit back and you go, oh, well, I failed. And it's not that you failed. It's the fact that you were given the wrong advice in the first place. So that is like my strongest passion, is stop listening to people telling you to do Facebook ads until you know that everything else is fixed around at the other parts of your business. So let's talk. I can help you with your business, with your e-commerce business. I'm passionate about it. I know I can make a big difference. My course is about being completely customized to you and what you need. There's a 6-month program that comes off the back of that, where we meet once a month and we talk about how you're going. We touch base, and you can come on twice a month or once a month and just jump on and say, hey, this is a problem I'm having, because I guarantee after that initial 6 weeks, things are still going to come up. There's, or even just come on to celebrate a win with us. Hey, guess what? I just made $100,000 today, or whatever it is. Like, have a group of like-minded people around you that can help you get to the next level. Because if you've read the book Napoleon by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, he's obsessed with masterminds. I'm obsessed with masterminds. Having a group of like-minded people, not your next door neighbor who works at, the local wherever and local library and doesn't know anything about e-commerce businesses and tries to give you advice all the time. Come and join a group of people who are doing this as well. I'm there to mentor everyone, so I'm there to overlook the whole group and say, okay, well, this is what we need to concentrate on, or this is what we need to think about. So that's all included. And once you're inside my program, you get access to me for that as well. So hey, don't miss out. It's fantastic. You'll never ever get anything at this price ever again. It's personalized. If you want to ask me a question, please go ahead and ask me a question, and I'll see you tomorrow on another Facebook Live. So have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. If you've got questions for next week, let me know. See you later. Have a great day. Bye.